I want to shout out the most loving family member that I feel like I know is our big sister Kay. I really feel like she is the glue that holds the family together. Even though some of us don't come around often, I can speak for myself. I don't come around that often. I'm always trying to work and do everything. There's no excuse. But I just want her to know that I love her, and she been
I'm
holding
kind
it
of in a
down.
different state. That's my excuse. At least that's
Look,
my story, and I'm sticking to it right now.
it's all right. But I just want her to know, like publicly, like it's appreciated everything that she's done and that she is doing, and that um
She's amazing, and we
everything.
love her.
Oh no! I don't get it. It's okay. We get it.
I was like, yes, Lord, come on with the cancellations.
Ooh, we going in it. Now just kidding.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm black. Am I good?
He's with the best of them. And he's one of my favorite men at the Alpha side.
that entrance sounds like much more than who I actually am.
Hey y'all, it's Coach K. I just want to thank you so much for watching these shows and supporting us as we journey throughout. This week we're going to sit down with my big brother Brian Henry. He's a retired Army vet and he's starting his second round of life as a student. Y'all, he is studying psychology and he is scheduled to graduate here pretty soon. So throughout this episode, we kind of dive into his future plans. We talk about our family gems and the things that we learned. And we talk about how being around sports and specifically softball and baseball, how it instilled a sense of grit in us and a sense of family and the village that raised us just so happen to be athletes. So throughout this episode, you'll see us talk about how the military and sports are synonymous when it comes to recruitment, and we talk about all kinds of family stuff. So y'all tune in. This is part 1, and I hope y'all enjoy it. All right, bye. Let's talk a little bit about being products of the baseball field. For many people don't know that softball was my first sport. Our family has been deeply rooted in sports, but softball and baseball are like two of the strongest ones in our family. And our mother was a badass softball player. Our pops played sports. Low key was supposed to be in the NFL, but we ain't gonna get too much into that. But
yeah, cars wasn't lined up right, but it is what it is.
Yeah, injuries always happen.
He's still a great man regardless.
Yes, but playing sports, playing softball and playing baseball, I feel like really molded us into the people that we are today. And being surrounded by all those people at the baseball field, Gateway to be exact. I think that it changed our life. Like it really helped us to understand life in general. So what do you think of some things we got from being out there at that park so much?
The park was our extended village.
Yes.
That's what it was. We learned a lot out there. We learned how to, even though it didn't show too well, we learned how to play well with others.
I had many
Even
fights.
Though it didn't show too well. Exactly.
For no reason.
It didn't show that well, but we learned how to play well with others because out of those ones you had fights with, did you or did you not come friends with a few of us?
We was friends at that point. I don't know why we was fighting, but we had to handle our business.
Yeah. But we ended up becoming a little tight knit family. All of us little red kids becoming a little tight knit family.
Absolutely.
So when those away games came up that we got to travel, ooh, boy, not the ones to mess with.
Yeah. But we can mess with each other, but y'all can't mess with us. That's how we used to be. Like
that's how family works.
Yeah.
But we got this. It broadened our horizons to just show us that we were more than just what we were.
Yeah.
Because we saw teams from Oklahoma, from Louisiana, from New Mexico, from other parts of Texas. We saw people from. Actually, I think there was like some all the way from like Mississippi and Alabama.
Yeah.
But the ballpark was stomping grounds for us. Mm-hmm. It was a seed that grew into something that touched us all in some way, shape, form, or fashion that made us better,
Yeah.
made us stronger, gave us, and me personally, gave me something to look forward to. Because one of my all-time goals was to play for Powerhouse.
Yeah. And I wanted to play for the
I never
Lady
got to live out that
Hurricanes.
goal. Never got to live out that goal, but should I end up back in that area and they're playing and I know somebody over? Well, actually, all I gotta do is drop Dad's name, and I'm pretty sure I get in.
They know who we are.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. All I gotta do is say who I am. Oh, you play? Yeah, come on over.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list for real. For real.
No, it's on mine too. Like I wanted to play for. So let me give them a little backstory real quick. Our pops coached the Lady Hurricanes, which was a lady softball team, and then like the brother to that team was Powerhouse, and so we
But
got
you
to
can't
see.
forget the combination. Powerhouse.
Well, tell that part. Tell that part.
Never mind. The co-ed team was pretty much the combination of Powerhouse and Lady Hurricanes.
Oh yeah, sorry, I had got that wrong. Yeah, the co-ed team was a combination of those two teams. But when we were younger, we were able to see so many people that looked like us, that were in different positions. Like we had our Aunt Lola, who was like, she was making money, like balling. Like, and then you see people like Toon and like all these different types of people that like they do all different types of things. So we were exposed to all walks of life and diversity early. And Powerhouse,
what was that one's name?
They're crazy. The crazy uncles, like y'all crazy uncles, that was Powerhouse was like that times 10. So all of them was crazy. Mott,
Tyrone,
yeah,
Uncle Lucius,
yeah,
Sam, all of them jokers.
Yeah.
Crazy as hell.
But we learned
Not
so
the ones
much
you
from
want to
them.
piss off.
And you don't want to piss off any of them. But yeah, like they rode people rode motorcycles, like everything. We were exposed to everything. And so I think it helped us.
One of the Lady Hurricanes was a cop.
Yeah, one of them was a cop.
I can't remember her name to save my life, but I had the biggest crush on her though.
Oh Lord. But yeah,
I was a youngster. Okay, leave me alone.
It's okay. I'm not judging you. But I think that being around all those different representations of us really helped us to know that things were possible and we're able to do anything. And I think also growing up in the church, like when I say we grew up in the church, we cleaned the church, we was at Bible study, we was in the choir, we was in everything. Mm-hmm. We did it all. So I think the combination.
That's what Dad wanted for me, right?
Yeah, I know he wanted you to be in ministry, and you will be, just in different ways. You already in ministry already. You just in it in a different way.
Yeah, but I know Dad wanted me in that particular way.
Well, but it ain't about what Pops wanted though.
No, but he still loved me and supported me in everything that I did.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't think he thought the military was a good suit for me, but at the same time, he grew to appreciate it and respect me for it, and he definitely supported me for it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like whatever God wants to happen, His plan is always going to prevail, regardless. So I think Daddy just made sure he prayed for you and made sure that he, keep you safe. You made it through all those years. You was in war zones and everything. You've done everything, and you still made it back home in one piece. And I think that's because of your determination to get home. Your determination to get home, God's will on your life, and like all them granny and daddy and papa prayers work. We're still functioning off of prayers that our grandparents prayed.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want it to be taken the wrong way, but my determination to get home had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
My determination to get home had nothing to do with it, and I say that because everybody that goes over there has that same determination.
Right.
It just wasn't in the cards for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I say my determination had nothing to do with it. Was I motivated to get home? Oh, you damn Skippy. But
Yeah.
everybody was. It just didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the cards. So God had a plan for me. He wanted me
Yeah.
to be here for a reason. Whether it was to create these two new little bundles of joys that are your nephews that are ultimately probably going to change the world by creating the cures for every disease known to man, and even those that are unknown to man, or they're going to become the next, Albert Einstein or, Willie Nelson. Hell, I don't know what they're going to do, but all I know
Whatever
is
they
that they're
want
going
to
to be
do.
great. All I know is they're going to be great, and I had a little bit of part in doing that, so I am so overjoyed for that because I'm here,
Yeah.
and
So
I am extremely grateful.
yeah, I'm grateful that you made it through and you're home too. Now that you are retired, first of all, I'm jealous that you retired. First of all, I'm jealous. But bro, I'm 33, so he's 36. That man is already retired. I'm just, I'm a little jealous. But it's okay. What do you feel like you're gonna do next? What would you love to do next?
Give back to my community because one of the biggest safe havens for me was Buffalo Soldiers,
Absolutely.
and I want to give back to the community in some way like that. So if I can work with, if I get to the, if I'm able enough to work with Mama Joe to even start something like that up, put my hand in on it like Mr. Vernon did for me, that would be awesome. I also want to give back to the military community by working with vets. Because I'm going for my degree in psychology, and I want to use that to work at the VA to help vets deal with the stuff that they're going through. Because I personally know exactly what they're going through,
Yeah.
and if they're anything like me, they'd be more willing to talk to me, somebody that's been through what they've gone through, than
Yeah.
some joker that just went to school to get the degree and don't have don't even know what the simplest acronym is that they could be talking about when they come to their session.
Exactly.
They don't even know what the hell an AER is. They no, I'm not gonna talk to you. You can't tell me the simplest things about what the hell I'm going through. How you gonna understand what I'm going through?
Right.
You can't even understand my language.
Yeah.
So that's what's motivating me to try to get back in that and get in that career field because I done lost too many brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Over there.
Absolutely.
I lose too many back here in the States because they can't find help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's 1 or 1 million.
Well, I think that that's definitely something you should do. And what my goal is for you is to definitely do everything you just mentioned and to also create your own podcast and be a voice to those people who are out here that have been through similar things as you. So I think that like having your platform and being able to share stories and how you overcame certain things just like helps other people know that it's possible. So I hope that one day you'll do that, and I hope that one day we'll be in business together. So we're gonna see how that pan out whenever you get back here. Okay, so my friends always ask me what type of guy I would bring home. And I always tell them I really don't have a type, to be honest with you. But the one thing he would have to do is impress my brother because I know that he's going to be the hardest person to win over. So I thought it would be cool to ask you what type of person you see for me. Because honestly, I'm not trying to date anybody right now, no time soon, because I'm dating my businesses. So if it's not 11th Hour Crafts and Flowers or Level 27 Life Coaching and Advising, I'm not really concerned about it at this point. But yeah, I wanted to ask you what characteristics do you think you would want to see in the person that I'm with?
Well, bottom line up front, basically, he's gonna need to have two things. One, he's gonna have to make you happy. That's just a given.
Mm-hmm.
Two, not that you need it, but he's gonna have to be able to protect you. Not that you need to be protected, but he needs to be man enough to be able to protect you if should situation arise. You can't do that. He can kick rocks. I will demolish that relationship if he can't do that.
I agree.
And I got just enough reach to do that without you even realizing I did it till after the fact.
Exactly. And that right there is why I say, I know that's why God shielded me from relationships and everything. Cause I was like, you can't be out here messing up because
Mm-mm.
it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna stand for it, and my family is not gonna stand for it. It's just not gonna be a good day. It's not gonna be a good day for you. And that's
You'll
how I
get
feel
eaten
about
alive.
it. That's what I'm saying. So,
But he has to be just like you, though, in a way. He has to be motivated to make himself better, but humble enough where he's not arrogant about it.
absolutely.
Confident but arrogant, but not arrogant. You have to be trustworthy. And believe it or not, all those are not in the same category. They're separate for a reason.
Separate, yep.
They're separate for a reason. And you have to have some kind of and this is just me, you have to have some kind of positive feeling towards family.
Yeah. But you're
Because
missing the major one.
Mama gotta like her.
No, the major one.
And which one is that? The relationship with God?
Absolutely. Because if you don't have,
that's a given. Just like, I thought that was a given. Like
nah, we
like
gotta say we can't assume that people know.
Okay. You know what? You sure right. You sure
That's
right.
it.
You're absolutely right. Relationship with God, loves you, and protects you. Those are the three.
Yep.
The rest of them can be taught, but I would hope that he comes with those.
Yeah, he gonna have to come with that at this point, bro. I'm 33. He gotta come with it. I'm not teaching you this.
He's motivated to better himself, because if he's not motivated to better himself, he's just gonna sit on the couch and mooch off of you, and that ain't gonna happen. Because I will make sure it won't happen.
I will make sure it won't happen.
No, yeah, that would be best, because if it comes to the point where I have to make sure it doesnn't happen, yeah, it's not gonna be a good day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, no, we know too many people to take care of that. That's a whole nother story. But and last but not least, he has to make you want to better yourself. If he doesn't inspire you to better yourself, he ain't shit.
And there it is.
That's all about relationships.
Yeah.
The two halves have to make each other want to better themselves.
Yeah, you gotta grow together and understand and be able to accept when people grow. Like you gotta adjust when they grow too. It's a lot. That's why I ain't in no relationship. No, I'm not ready for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want it right now. And whenever God prepares me for that and I'm ready for it, I'm gonna be ready with open arms. But right now, I am not focused on it.
You gotta pass my test first.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, I just wanted to make sure I asked that because I just always wanted to know, like, what you thought about that. Because, yeah.
You know how Martin and Will did in Bad Boys 2, right?
Yeah.
You know how Martin and Will did in Bad Boys 2, right?
Yeah.
I got a lot of brothers that I could. Actually, no, I take that back. You seen Den of Thieves?
Yeah.
That's me with all my boys. I know. And I got a lot of them.
It's all good.
And they all just as fucked up as me.
But military and sports is very, very similar. And I get where
in the recruiting process. They get paid so much because society holds them at a higher value than military or the police or the fire department or all the other civil services.
Right.
They hold athletes and rappers and fucking actors at a higher standard. They're valued more for some reason.
Right. Because
not saying that they're not worth anything, but because everybody has their worth. I'm not saying that they're worthless or nothing, but you seriously hold them at a higher value than a teacher, someone that actually can do something beneficial. Not saying that they don't do stuff beneficial, but their job is to actually be beneficial trying to teach your kids. The athlete's job is to play a sport.
Exactly.
That's valued more than teaching your kids.
Which
Playing
that's the problem.
Sport is more valuable than being a doctor, saving a life, being able to operate on a child, operate on on a dog. Hell, being able to perform surgery on a fucking pig. That's not worth anything compared to this actor over here who literally he's getting paid to read a fucking book on camera.
Right.
That's more valuable to you than what this dingleberry tweets on fucking Twitter is more important to you, more valuable than donating money to save this life over here, or
Right.
doing something productive over here to build up this town, this school, this neighborhood.
That's why I think it's important for us to take stuff that we learn and teach people about other perspectives, because when I look at my student athletes, I see them as world changers, because you're going to have a platform. You're going to have access to people's, you're going to have their ear. So I need you to know what you about, what else you want to do with your life, and be adamant about doing things your way. You cannot conform to how the world sees you. You have to do things the way that God told you to do it. And if you feel something in your spirit, you need to move on it. But to go on and wrap this thing up, I gotta ask you one question. If you knew then what you know now, would you do anything differently?
There's a few decisions here and there that I would adjust. Not to sound too selfish, but it's definitely some financial decisions I would adjust back if I knew the knowledge I know now.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely try to get my education started a lot sooner, as far as college goes.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, try to be better prepared for the losses that the family is taking. Because one of the heaviest ones is when Pops died, and the fact that I wasn't there to tell him I loved him one last time kills me. And the fact that I wasn't able to tell the general how I felt before he went, and honestly, not being able to tell Po Boy how I felt. I mean, I still feel like shit about that, even though Grandma told me not to. I still feel like shit about that because I was literally just down there, and I was gonna go after, but Grandma told me no, not to worry about it because they were getting ready to go to bed.
Mm.
So I still feel like shit about that. But if I could go back in time, or the knowledge I know now, if I could send it back in time, I would definitely prepare myself for those losses. And honestly, all the losses we've had, it's Sharon, Teresa, Chris, all of them, Grandma, all of them, Big Mama, Robert, all of them. I would definitely try to prepare myself as well as the family for those, if I could.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I know me and you look at death a little differently, because I look at it as if as God wants His children back, right? Mm-hmm. And that He gave us the opportunity. He lent them to us. Like, we got to borrow them for the time that we had, and I think that I just feel more honored to know that I've had that time with them, and now they're back with who created them. And that's how I'm able to make peace with people passing, because they never belonged to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I know how you feel.
I agree with you.
And I understand how you feel too. I'm just saying, I just wanted to make sure I say that, because somebody who's listening may not have ever heard that perspective before. And when you experience
everybody that's given to us is a blessing. We're not gonna nothing lasts forever.
Right.
We're not everybody. No, some of them we lose young. Some of them we lose later on in life, later on down the path.
Right.
But those memories that we have of them, we get to hold on to.
Right.
Because we're not always gonna have them. So we can be grateful for what we had instead of being sad for what we lost.
Absolutely. And I want you to know that they knew you loved them. Everything, you know what I'm saying? I know it's hard for you to deal with it, but I mean, it gets better. It gets a little easier every day. But I know I just don't want you to feel that way, but I can't tell you how to feel. But
Oh no, I know that, and I know everything you're saying is real, but that's just me as the man that I am. I wish I could have had that chance.
yeah,
You know
it's all good.
that's what I wish I would have had. Because I know that funeral home was so pissed with me when it came to pops.
Oh well.
I don't care. I mean, I really don't. My
Yeah.
goal was if I didn't get to say goodbye, I was at least going to make sure he got sent off right. And for you
Yeah.
to believe, I was there. I was there every day.
Yeah.
Is this ready? Is this ready? Is this ready? Is this ready? Oh, what about this? What about? They got tired of seeing me. They got tired of hearing from me. I didn't care.
Well, they got their money, so you do the service. You got the money. We give you the service. I mean, we need the service, so that's it. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are here for a purpose. The goal is to fulfill the will that God has placed on our life, and I think that regardless of what people think success is, I feel like we've all reached a certain level where we feel like we understand what our purpose is. And the question is, are you going to do what God is telling you to do, or are you going to just be comfortable and do what you want to do? So I'm excited for you, bro. I can't wait to see what you do in the second half of this work life that you got to start. It's gonna be good, though. I'm excited for you.
Round one's done, and now I'm starting round two.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. But I thank you for your time, fam. This was fun. We're gonna do it again. We got to do another part 2, so we can talk about.
No, I know what it is.
We just get into too many conversations. We got so many things we can talk about. So I mean,
right? Yeah, we're gonna
I'll be a regular scheduled guest.
Yeah, we need to do it again. And before we get off here, I want to shout out the most loving family member that I feel like I know is our big sister Kay. I really feel like she is the glue that holds the family together. Even though some of us don't come around often, I can speak for myself. I don't come around that often. I'm always trying to work and do everything. There's no excuse. But I just want her to know that I love her. And she been holding
I'm kind of
down.
in a different state. That's my excuse. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it right now.
It's all right. But I just want her to know, like publicly, like it's appreciated everything that she's done and that she is doing, and that
she's amazing.
Everything.
And we love her.
Yes. So
she's an amazing woman. She's an amazing person all around. Just a great person to just be in their presence.
Yes, absolutely. And I learned a lot from her. I learned a lot from her.
Got my ass whooped a lot too.
Yeah, that too.
She definitely taught us some lessons in life, and lessons that I'm gonna cherish forever.
And I didn't say this earlier, but we're the youngest of so many. We're the youngest siblings. Our siblings are older than us, and then we have nieces and nephews that are older than us.
Yep.
So it's funny to me. I think that's hilarious. But
it is. It is. The crazy thing it's happening the same way, because right now your nieces and nephews are the same ages as some of your cousins.
Yeah, it's true. I think that's so funny. That's crazy.
It's hilarious, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.